What's up, everybody? My name is Anton Czachor, and this is the Anton Network. And I'm going to be just doing a quick channel update with you guys. So this video is going to be going over the fact that podcasts are coming back. I'm unveiling a new content release schedule. I'm unveiling a new video format. And I'm just going to be sharing a quick life update with you guys. So first things first, posting podcast episodes. So effectively what happened was back in October of last year, I recorded 3 podcasts in collaboration with my friend Ian's podcast, the LTS podcast. And I'm going to be posting those on the channel. So I'm going to be calling them the LTS collaborations. This is not the Anton Show season 4. But what I will be doing is I'll be posting clips from all these episodes on this channel, and then I'll be uploading the full podcast on Ian's channel. So it's a collaboration that we're doing. And whenever you're watching the clips, just go in the description, and at the end of the video, I will let you guys know. Just go in the description, click the link, and you'll be brought to the main podcast. And secondly, weekly content release schedule. So starting tomorrow, I'll be posting a weekly content release schedule, which is going to be going over the upcoming public and exclusive content coming to the channel and Twitch streams. Because I realized that, I was just not making it simple enough for you guys. And I also wasn't letting you guys know what exclusive content was going to the members over on Patreon. From now on, every single week, you guys will know exactly what's coming. And next, so we have a new video format. So effectively what this is I'm going to be, so the usual reactions or analysis videos, the format is pretty much I spend 30 seconds just welcoming you guys to the channel. We dive into a reaction, and then I do a lyrical analysis. So there's kind of like 2 main parts. I see it as, the physical reaction, like reacting to the song, or current events clip or cultural clip or whatever. And then like dissecting, especially if it's music, like talking about the singing, the instrumental, like that kind of stuff. And then I consider the lyrical analysis discussion portion of the video, that's its own thing. And so what I'm going to be doing is that's going to be staying the same. But now every episode, I'm going to be actually doing a full intro for that video where I'm going to be talking about the themes that were presented in that video. I'm going to be discussing, again, bringing in like my human design stuff, my, work I do with my clients, my psychology background. I'm going to be taking all that stuff and moving that to the beginning of the episode. And I just also want to throw this out. This was actually inspired by Melly. On the last live stream, I was talking about how I was looking for, essentially it's like I knew in the back of my head, there's like, I know where my content, my creative process is. I can feel where it's going, but I don't know how to get there fully. It was like, I know, like I've shared before, I was going to bring in the human design stuff, the gene key stuff, the coaching, therapy. I was going to go deeper into my work, my life's work. But I still just didn't quite know. And I thought it was still going to have the format of like, okay, reaction, lyrical analysis, and then bring in maybe human design, that kind of thing, right? But Melly had a phenomenal idea. She's like, what if you do the discussion before the music, and then you tie in the reaction to the discussion. So you're like, from a branding perspective, you're branding the content and the channel as a discussion channel, and the music is like the backbone of it. And I just thought, like, at first when she said that, I was like, it just felt in me. It was like, oh, that's exciting, which I always know intuitively that's what it means when I should do something. But I was like, okay, that sounds really exciting. I just don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I don't know yet, how I'm going to put all that together. And then last week, I just received it. It came in, and just the whole idea just was presented to me when I was in a meditation. And so, so this is it. So it's going to be, essentially, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be taking a clip actually from the lyrical analysis part. I'm going to be putting that at the beginning of the video, or a clip of the discussion part, putting it 30 seconds at the beginning. Then I'm going to be, probably doing 5-10 minute discussion about the themes, go really talk about the themes as their own, give the themes really their time to shine, and really do some more psychological analysis kind of stuff. And then go, and this theme is really well exemplified in this song, or, I'll even be doing it with the cultural event stuff. Like I'll be like, if I'm talking about leadership, the theme of leadership and what it means to be a leader, then I'll be like, this is exemplified really well in, Joe Rogan's interview. Like you can see this leadership aspect playing out. And then that also allows me to bring in the human design, the gene keys, and the IFS work I'm doing in a really simple way. Because now I can, I know what I've said beforehand, and I can just have some time to contemplate and to just wrap a nice bow on it. And again, it's also a huge thing for the branding, because I am in this process of making this channel more about the discussion. Like really, that's how I've always felt. That's my bread and butter. That's what I'm like great at. That's what I do differently than everyone else on YouTube when it comes to the reaction stuff. Everyone has their unique way and flavor of doing reactions, and that's mine, is just really talking about the psychological, mental health aspects. And then even moving forward, I'm going to be going more philosophical, more talking about like, the archetypal storylines that are playing out in life, especially in politics. That's where you see like, entertainment, Hollywood, politics, culture. The sphere of culture is where you see these archetypal plot lines playing out on a global stage. Again, like Shakespeare, right? What do you say? The whole world's a stage and we're all actors, I think. Forget that quote. But yeah, so that is the idea behind this, is just like really stepping into my creative genius, really. And I don't mean that as like I have a genius and none of you guys have one. It's we all have a creative genius. It's all about your creative genius is what you can do in the world that no one else can do. And this is mine. I'm in the process of uncovering what my creative genius is. And I know it's the analysis stuff, and just, putting that more in the forefront, and having it less like the music is in the forefront, because then if I, as I've shared before, when the music is in the forefront, everybody that is subscribing is primarily subscribing for their favorite artist. Where if the discussion's in the forefront, everyone that subscribes is more inclined to be receptive and open and intrigued by every video I put out, because it's really going to be all about the discussion. So if you guys like the way I think about things, if you guys like the way I articulate ideas, then it's like no matter what is in the video, you're going to get something there, right? Especially if the first part of the video, the first 5 or 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, is all dedicated to the discussion and the themes. Then even if you get to a song that maybe you don't like the song, it's like, okay, you've got something out of the video. It's like every week you're going to look forward to something. So again, I've just been in this process of like finding a way to, just uncover the kind of content really that brings in the community that is my community, like the people that I would want to hang out with and resonate with, in my daily life, like who I would legitimately consider friends. People that we have similar passions, interests, and ways of looking at the world, And lastly, so a quick life update. So pretty much just letting you guys know what I'm currently focused on in my life is like, I think even back in December is the same thing. So my biggest focus right now is still on my study, my psychological study into internal family systems, IFS, which is a psychological system developed by Richard Schwartz of Harvard. And it is the most comprehensive psychological system I've ever come across. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And it's already changed my life in a very short period of time. And then also my study into human design and gene keys, which has completely changed my life over the last, year or two. Probably the biggest shift other than Mexico. This has been the biggest shift in my life, and just really like focusing on my clients, like building a foundation of clientele and really just like putting my energy and my focus into that. And then also the other big focus of my life right now is laying the foundation for the Anton analysis. Again, it's like, when I go through these, I call them these evolutionary creative phases of my life where like everything just seems to change. Like it's like my life mutates. or the way I look at life mutates. It's just like, it's chaos for usually 2, 3, 4 weeks, where there's just so many ideas coming in, so many new things are presenting themselves to me. And then it's about integrating all of those things into my lifestyle, into my daily life, and finding a way to incorporate all this inspiration into my work, into my creativity, into my daily routines, my rhythms, all of these kind of things. And so, yeah, it's like a full-time job, just integrating all this kind of stuff. Literally, it's like 40 hours a week, including the Anton analysis, because they're all linked. And lastly, and like I said, I have currently no pull at all to the podcast or to working on the membership platform. So we have a Patreon right now, but as you guys know, I'm building behind the scenes like a full-on membership platform, like more like a Facebook kind of thing, like a kind of a Facebook group. It's like way better than Facebook. It's just, I feel like in a lot of ways, Facebook nailed some aspect of communities. And I'm wanting to build a fully functional community that really has an entire ecosystem, almost like a marketplace. Like, yeah, I have a lot of ideas, but right now, because I'm focused so much on the study and the clients and the Anton analysis, that stuff, I just don't have the brain power, the energy to give that the focus it deserves right now. And so, yeah, they will come in once this cycle is over, because that is what the next cycle is going to be about. And I don't know what will come first. Maybe they'll come at the same time. Maybe when this cycle's over, I'll be working on the podcast and the membership platform at the same time, just like how right now I'm working on my study clients and the Anton analysis. Or maybe it'll be like, okay, it's just time to work directly on the Anton show, the podcast, or the membership platform. I don't know. Life happens at its own pace, its own rhythm. These cycles come and go as they please, and there's really nothing we can do about it. So it's just enjoying the ride. So that's it, guys. So thank you for hanging out and listening to this. If any of you guys have any questions, comments, ideas, just like Melly, like, feel free to like leave any of that stuff in the comment section. I read, especially on these announcement videos and life updates. I read all that stuff, because I just definitely, like, in the future, I won't be reading the comments for all of the reactions and that kind of stuff. Just because it's just like too much. But like this, I feel is an important community. Like, this is like, I'm making this because we're in a relationship. And I feel like I owe it to you guys to be transparent about sharing my process with you guys. I'm also just like, you guys are like kind of like friends to me in a way. And it's just like, when things are happening, you share them with your friends, right? So that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any comments, ideas, if you have any update ideas for me, comment them down below. And that is it. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you got something out of it, or just enjoyed hearing me talk about what's on the horizon, definitely leave a like in this video. And also, if you want to check out all of my links for exclusive content, for all my social media, for Twitch, all that kind of stuff, you can find that all in the description of this video. And that's it. So I'll see all of you in the next, episode of the show. So I love you guys, and take care.